What is going on, guys? Wise here, coming to you with a recap of one of the last wars for 2.0. Trying to get back on track with our recaps here now that our CWL lineup looks like it's pretty much all set in stone now. We went through quite a transition period over the last few weeks. We lost some key members, we gained some key members, have been shuffling around some nines, trying to find the right group really that we want to bring into our invite season here without leaving Invicta too high and dry at the same time, because they do have a season in CWL Rising they got to get through as well. Obviously, we want both clans to be competitive. So real quick, we matched up randomly against War 101, one of the feeders for the Immoral War family. So they got some good attackers in there. Let's just jump on over. We're going to check out what happened. 84 to 73 was the final. War 101 did have some struggles. Overall, we'll just kind of quickly take a look at the map. As you can see, had a lot of struggles on our 11s. I mean, there's 4 stars for them right there that they probably could have got. And then just kind of going down the map, 1 star there didn't do them any justice. I think they did have to use some bullies. Yeah, definitely did. At least a couple in there. Anyhow, so they had their struggles. Luckily for us, they did have some struggles, because although we did have an overall decent war, the 10s didn't have too much trouble on the 11s. Cleared the board on the 10s there. 11s just had a heyday. And going down, you see, look at that, left a 9 on the board. I think we just kind of decided 2 9s on the board, and we used a couple bullies, but really wanted to focus on our practice up top. So with the way the score was, we just decided that makes more sense. Let's just go ahead and clear up the 10s up top and get more practice up there. So just want to rock through a few of these. Going to make this sort of a short one. Where do I want to start? Get old Heartless. Zoom this out. Oh, it is all the way zoomed out. So we're going to see Heart. Just go with the Suicide Hero from the 6 o'clock here. Goal here is take care of this air defense. He's going to go ahead and bring a quad Lalo, 23 balloons. He brings a Skelly spell to take care of that queen once he sends in his balloons. So you're going to see the heroes go in, do some work. This Suicide Hero is becoming very, very popular. It's a very Town Hall 10-esque style attack. Obviously, anything you can manage to do at Town Hall 10 definitely will carry down to the Town Hall 9 level, and you're going to have even more success with it just because you don't have to deal with those nasty Infernos. Missed the Queen ability there. Might have ended up getting, don't think he would have got the Expo. Definitely would have got those 2 defenses down, but no big deal. Got this whole section now taken care of. So in comes the Lalo portion. First Hound is in. Few balloons on each defense. Same thing, starting at 12, going down towards 9 o'clock. Few balloons on each defense. You're going to see all these defenses go down pretty much simultaneously. Haste spells go down, throw everything in. You see that Skelly spell go down the hero compartment with that rage. Start working on that queen. Down she goes. Going to start working on that king. Just beautiful. It gets the balloons in through the core of the base. Looking good at this point. Gets some balloons right in on top of that last air defense. Triggers a few mines too, getting all of his hounds to burst here. Nice and juicy. Don't think he gets this last one to burst, but doesn't really matter. He's got balloons in all over the base. Air defense number 4 is about to go down just in time. Doesn't quite get that Lava Hound to burst. One more shot would have been nice, because then that Hound would have popped. Down the air defense would have gone. Doesn't really matter, though. As you can see, he's got balloons all over the base. Plenty of cleanup troops to go. So, looking good. My man Heartless. Crushing it with that quad Lalo. Loving it. Boom. Tree in the bag. Awesome. Right, moving on up. What else we got here? 21. Trey Boss, been a godsend to us at the Town Hall 9 level. If I had to pick a captain for our Town Hall 9s, I think it'd be Trey right now, because he is absolutely killing it for us. Going ahead and bringing this Stone Hobo. I think what he liked here was this sort of little inlet that's right in front of this Queen Chamber. Going to go ahead and drop all 3 golems basically on this Archer Tower, and just a ton of wizards around the outside to create the funnel. Very easy funnel for him to create, and just sort of leaves this natural funnel right into the Queen Chamber. So first jump spell is going to go down, and any second, there it is. I like the placement of that jump because it also connected this air defense compartment. So it's going to let everything sort of right into the main core of the base. And then he's going to drop another one over here, unlocking almost this whole middle section of base. Bowlers are in doing their thing. Gets that rage going down. Still has those wizards around the outside too, getting good value there. Queen locks on, takes care of that Lava Hound in the CC. Looking good. Hits that King ability, gets that heal spell down. Keep his Barbs and keep his King going. Down goes the Expo. None of his bowlers have even died yet, I don't think. He's got at least 4 in there still. They're doing major work. Down goes that Expo number 2. It's very, very important. He still has 11 hogs, keep in mind. He's going to start sending in once he gets a little bit of tanking for this Tesla farm down here. Triggering those bombs. Beautiful. Still has all those bowlers going in. Doing great work preserving those bowlers. It's huge, huge, huge when you can do that. They're getting big value. Still even has a couple wizards in there. So as you can see, starts sprinkling in the hogs now from 6 o'clock. Just wants to start working through these defenses down there. Doesn't want to spend too many, but that golem getting in there doing the tanking on the Teslas, just perfect. Still has 6 hogs in the bag here. You're going to see does need most of them, but just very slowly and surely reinforcing as he goes around the circle here. Still has those wizards I was talking about doing cleanup, which is absolutely great. You're going to see the hogs run into a bit of an issue here. Finally drops a couple more. He's like, yeah, I got this. Take care of that wizard tower. It's only a sliver on this arch tower, but oh, good little spring trap there. So he ends up saving the 3 hogs, I think, for the cleanup. Wizard's still doing work, walking around the base. Queen's going to work through that wall. End up taking care of that builder's hut. Bam, hog down on the Dark Elixir drill, and it is a tree in the bag for Trait Boss. Good job, buddy. Okay, number 18, SB. Going ahead and bringing another stoned hobo, but stoned holobo. Because he's got 9 hogs and 7 balloons. I like when guys do that because you know they really, really have specific purposes for those hogs and those balloons. Gonna go ahead and get that funnel created. Sorry guys, trying to work with this new size of screen over here, and I think it might be a little big, but is what it is. Get the close up on my face. That's what is most important here. Anyhow, golems are in. Poison's down over the triple baby drag CC. Nice little jump spell, just barely connects that intersection. Like, I don't think that jump could have got any more perfect. Bowlers start taking a bit of a hike, but as you're going to see, take care of that arch tower. And then they continue to walk around, but nice work because the golems get in there and do the tanking for the wizard towers and let the bowlers just walk around the outside now. Queen's in there taking care of business. King hits that ability. Few wizards behind him. Doing good work. King's going to lock on that defensive king here in a sec. Down it goes. Boom. Good work with that. Still has these balloons. He's starting to send them in now, trying to protect those bowlers, sort of doing cleanup on the outside. He's really just trying to preserve them. Good job with that. Balloons in on all these defenses. Down they go. Sending in those few hogs now on the other defenses. Getting a little bit of tanking done, allowing those balloons to get over and help out as well. Just got to take care of that air defense, and it is clean up time for Sports Buff. Absolutely crush this base, buddy. Little swag balloon there on the side. Bam. 3 stars in the bag. One more up. Good old Val bringing some variety. I can always count on Val for that because he's going to bring a double Zapquake, 6 dragons and 16 balloons. I like the army comp here. Always like Val's army comps. So you see with this double Zapquake in this core, getting real crazy value. Gets 2 air defenses, gets a sweeper. Just absolute good read, a good spell placement there too. I'm always scared to use those lightning spells like that just because that little sliver is left. And you're like, oh man, there goes your whole raid. But it doesn't matter. He got the job done with those spells, so he's going to go ahead and strategically start sending in his heroes now to basically get a funnel created on this side and let the queen take that air defense on the way. Goes ahead and gets a couple quick dragons down on this side. Just got to get that Dark Elixir storage down, and then everything's going to sort of funnel right in onto this queen chamber very quickly. Gets that balloon in to help out very quickly too. Baby D's on the outside, just going to try to continue to work his dragons sort of into the core of this base. Really good job there. As you see, that queen got that air defense at 12, so all's looking fine and dandy. The only thing he really has to worry about is this air defense now at 6 o'clock Obviously, the Expos, he needs to get to go down very quickly. So out comes a Max Hound out of that CC. Might have been a little preemptive on that because these dragons are nowhere near it. But what worked out really well was this haste spell with the balloons all sort of working in towards this one air defense. They get there way ahead of the dragons, which is perfect because down goes the air defense. Boom. Dragons are going to just continue to back these balloons up. Really, there's only this back sort of 3 o'clock section. King is still doing funneling work and cleanup work on the outside. Gets a couple more balloons in on this last archer tower. Down it goes. See ya later. Bam. So many dragons left. One eats a mine to the face, and this mine, look at that mine. Oh, traveled so far. Can't even take down that dragon, though. Last building goes down, and that's the tree in the bag. Nice job, Val. Such a sexy army comp. I like it. Right, and then I think I got a couple 10 versus 10 actions here to show you. What do I got? Number 11, I think I got written down. Who is this? Good old Chad Falla, a.k.a. Armor Queen. I failed on this base. He cleaned it up right after me. I was so pissed off that I decided to go bitch with this attack. Reason I went bitch was because of this long middle open compartment. I figured if I could funnel everything in with the jump spell down, I would get all of this stuff. It just did not work out as I planned. And I switched army comps back and forth 3 different times because I was also going to Lalo and just sort of come in at the Queen Chamber. Probably wouldn't have done it like Valor did here. At least sort of what I was thinking in my head. I actually skipped both attacks. But yeah, as you can see, sort of he just sends the king right in on this Queen Chamber, hits that ability, down goes that defensive queen. Things are looking good. The Zapquake in the core was really nice value as well. Got the Inferno and an air defense out of the deal, so just awesome value with his Zapquake. Has now 4 hastes with 4 lava hounds and a shit ton of balloons, and he's going to go ahead and just send everything. Ends up being great pathing all around here. Fortunately, this wizard tower stays alive. But it's just not quite enough to take down these balloons. So it takes down those balloons. Everything's now going to funnel into the core. Nice, very clean path to this last remaining Inferno Tower. It is only a baby level 2 Inferno Tower, but it doesn't matter. Those can be very deadly. See all these. Oh, and it was a single target, too. That was another little bit of a curveball on this base. Didn't understand that. But as you can see, loons over that top of that last air defense. It goes down. Only a few defenses remain. Only one of them even can target air troops. So this base is done for. Chad Fowler absolutely crushes it. Probably could have got away with 3 lava hounds, buddy. Clean up everywhere. A couple balloons. Down it goes. That's tree in the bag. Nice job, buddy. Number 10. I will say this says it's Bell, but it's not Bell. We have my man Patino, one of our TH9 specialists, really focusing on Town Hall 10 now. He's using Bell's account, which is awesome because he's got max heroes. So he's getting good results. He's been mainly on 10 versus 11 duty, but we gave him a shot this war at this 10 versus 10. Him and JP planned it. JP used his 9 to scout for him right away. Pitt followed in behind and absolutely crushed this base. So see, very standard Shat Bolo. So he's going to go ahead. He opens up the compartment there at 9 o'clock. Lets everything in. Jump spell connects this very convenient sort of way this core is set up. Not a lot of stuff to suck the troops. Everything's going to end up in the core. Right with that queen standing. Going to get that poison down very quickly. Takes care of those clan castle troops. Crap ton of minis. Finally that baby D comes out. Double poisons down though. No big deal. Inferno Tower number 1 goes down. Queen's in there doing work. Bam, bam, bam. Core goes down. A couple air defenses are now down. There's only 2 remaining and gets very clear-cut pathing now from 12 straight down to 3. Which is exactly what he wanted. The way he gutted this base, leaves this L shape for the balloons, sort of this alleyway to go down to 3 and then right down to the Inferno Tower and that last remaining air defense. Fortunately, Williams got that hound sitting there tanking. Haste spells all over. Balloons get there with more than enough time to spare. Still has that queen ability intact. Finally hits it to survive that king. So she can help out with the cleanup a little bit here. But as you can see, the arch tower goes down. There are no defenses remaining in this base. It's just a matter of cleanup. Doesn't have any cleanup troops, which would have been nice for these top buildings, but he's got more than enough time. That little hidden builder's hut up there. But doesn't matter. Patino chalks up his first 10v10 trip in any sort of reasonably decent war. So nice job there, buddy. Tree stars in the bag. So thanks for the war. Thanks for the war. I know it was a random matchup. Real quickly, I should mention. So we each had 4 Town Hall 11s. I think we did have an advantage here, though, at the same token, because they went down to, that was a Town Hall 10 or Town Hall 9. Yeah. So they went down to number 12 on their 10s, and we had 1 extra. So yeah, we did have a slight advantage. But as you can see with the score, it wasn't a huge deal breaker. But again, thank you for the War 101. Always a pleasure meeting up with the Immoral War family. I am getting ready to show the North Watchers arranged war we just had. I think Grady is going to come on and do the recap with me, so we can kind of talk about some stuff as we go through it. We are prepping now. That was our last arranged war. We got this coming Thursday, Friday is going to be our week 1 invite matchup versus beast mode. So we're really trying to gear up together. We really like to get be 1-0 for the season to start this season off, because it's going to be tough for us. But we're learning at a rapid rate. We're starting to put up a reasonable amount of TH10 triples every war. Anyhow, I think that'll do it here for Wisdom from Wiser, guys. Just trying to help you bag that next tree star. Until then, I'm out.